If you've ever asked the question, what's the best cryptocurrency under $1, and you don't understand why this fundamentally makes no sense, then this is the video for you. We're going to be explaining why the price of a coin or token means nothing and the market cap means everything. Hi, I'm Tom from CryptoGurus.com, and if you want to learn more, keep watching. Just to let you guys know, all of the sections you can see behind me on the screen are also going to be in the description with a little time jump next to them. So if you want to skip forwards at any point, please feel free to do so. Now, as always, we're going to quickly run through the contents so you guys know exactly what is coming up in this video. The first thing we're going to talk about is what does price mean. Then we'll move on to how to find the cheap cryptocurrencies. We'll go through what the market cap means, and then we'll cover why price doesn't tell you whether a coin is cheap or not. The only thing that does is market cap. Following up from this, we'll talk about how market cap affects investing, and then we'll finish up with our conclusion. We also want to let you guys know that we've produced an article to go along with this video on our website CryptoGurus.com. So if you get bored of listening to my voice at any point and you feel like reading through it instead, please feel free to click through the link in the description. With that out the way, let's begin with the content. The first thing I want to talk about in relation to price is to give an example in the fact that a cryptocurrency can be very expensive and cost just $1, while another could be much cheaper and cost $1,000. This probably sounds completely backwards to you guys, as the $1,000 cryptocurrency must be much more expensive than the $1 cryptocurrency, right? In fact, it doesn't necessarily mean this at all. If you guys look on the right hand side right now, you'll see a snapshot of the top cryptocurrencies in the market. Now, we've highlighted Ripple because we want you to take notice of the price. Notice how even though it's number 4 in the market, the price per coin is incredibly cheap. Certainly much cheaper than many of the currencies below it. So how can this possibly be the case? If the coin price tells us how expensive it is, how can Ripple be so cheap per coin and yet so high up in the market? The answer is that the coin price really tells us very, very little. Now, if you check out the new images on the right hand side of the screen, you'll see that we've highlighted 2 columns. One is the market cap and one is the price. If you go from top to bottom and you look at the prices, you'll see that Bitcoin might be the most expensive cryptocurrency, but the list isn't in order after this. I mean, we just mentioned Ripple a minute ago. That seems so out of place if you just look at the coin price. And now have a look at the column market cap. And you should notice that this is in order. It goes from the highest to the lowest. Why is this? It's because market cap alone tells us how cheap or expensive a cryptocurrency is. If you want to pause the video at this point and check out the 2 columns, please feel free to do so, but we're going to move on now to quickly talk about how to find the cheap cryptocurrencies. Now, through the rest of this video, we're going to be explaining in more detail why the market cap is the only thing that matters and not token price. But we know that some viewers are going to be willing to trust that this is the case without more explanation. So for those viewers, we're going to quickly talk about how to find the cheap cryptocurrencies, and then we'll go back to the more detailed description of market cap and price. So if you want to find the cheap cryptocurrencies, what should you do? Well, all you have to do is you have to head to coinmarketcap.com. The link will be in the description, and you'll find a list which is already ordered by market cap from highest to lowest. The lower you scroll, the cheaper the cryptocurrencies are. It's really that simple. And remember, you're not looking for coin price, you're only looking for market cap. So it doesn't matter if you scroll all the way to the bottom and you find a coin for $1,000, if it has a low market cap, it's a cheap cryptocurrency. Now beware with this though, guys, because the cheaper a cryptocurrency is, you might get higher returns on your money if they're successful, but there's also a massively increased risk as well. And we'll be talking later in the video about how this information should be used when you're building a portfolio. Also, we want to tell you guys that we provide extensive reviews on many of the cheap coins out there. So if you're looking for opinions on these rather than just trying to find them, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But moving on now to number 3, what does market cap mean? The market cap is the market value of all circulating coins added up. You can see this in the formula of market cap equals coin price times circulating supply. Now I'm going to give an easier to understand definition so it makes more sense to you guys. Bear in mind this is a simplified description, as this video isn't aimed so much at the advanced viewers. So what is the market cap? The market cap represents the amount of investment currently in that cryptocurrency. That's why the less investment there is, the cheaper that cryptocurrency is. The more investment there is, the more expensive it is. It's for this reason that market cap alone tells you whether a cryptocurrency is cheap, because it tells you the amount of investment in the currency. Well, I kind of said this already, but why is it that only market cap matters when you're trying to find a cheap cryptocurrency or an expensive one? Why is it that price doesn't matter? It's because price is dependent on supply, so it only gives a small part of the picture. If this has confused you, don't worry, we're going to be running through a very basic example in just a minute for you guys as well. So why is it that the market cap does give a good indication of whether a currency is cheap or not? It's because the market cap includes the price and the supply. It gives the whole picture rather than just giving one element. So let's give an example to describe better what we're talking about. Let's say there's a crypto guru's coin and it has $10 million invested into it. In cryptocurrency terms, this is very little. In fact, overall, this will put our coin at around 300th in the market, not even on the first page of CoinMarketCap. It's definitely a very, very cheap coin, but now let's show how supply can change the coin price and make it look expensive even if it's not. So in the first example, let's say our supply is 100 million coins. With 10 million invested into 100 million coins, that will give a coin price of just 10 cents. Many of you will probably look at this and think that coin price makes sense. They're a very cheap cryptocurrency and they have a very cheap coin. But now let's look if we reduce the supply massively and we change it to 1,000 coins. Well, if $10 million was invested into 1,000 coins, a single coin would instead cost $10,000. Instead of 10 cents, it's become $10,000. It suddenly seems so much more expensive, despite the fact that it's actually the same amount of money invested into it. And the massively important point here is that every cryptocurrency has different supplies. So theoretically, you could encounter two projects, both with $10 million invested into them. In other words, they have the same market cap and are thus both equally as cheap, and yet one coin genuinely could cost 10 cents while another could cost $10,000. Hopefully this should really show you guys that the coin price has really given no indication whatsoever about how cheap or expensive the project actually is. The only thing you can use is the market cap. So the market cap of these two hypothetical projects would both be $10 million. There's the same amount of money invested into them, and therefore they both have the same market cap. We're actually going to use Bitcoin as an example to explain this to you guys as well. But theoretically, it's possible that Bitcoin could cost under $1 and still be the biggest currency in the market. Bitcoin may have a ton of money invested into it, that is entirely true, but another reason that their price is so high is due to the fact they have a relatively low supply. It's under 17 million coins. So what would happen if we jumped in a time machine and we changed Bitcoin's supply to 17 billion instead? So this would be 1,000th times the number of coins. Well, accordingly, the price per Bitcoin, even with the same market cap it is now, with the same amount of money invested, the price per Bitcoin would be 1/1000th of the current price. Now each Bitcoin costs around $11,000 at the time of recording this video, so divide that by 1,000 and a single Bitcoin would cost just $11. Despite all of this, Bitcoin would still have the most money invested into it of all the cryptos, it would still have the largest market cap, and it would still be number one. Why is that? Well, hopefully you guys are picking this up by now, but it's because price doesn't give you an indication. It's all about market cap. So hopefully you guys are on board with that point now, and you're going to start using market cap to evaluate coins rather than their coin or token price. Next, we're going to talk about how market cap affects investing. And we're going to do that by using an example of two coins, coin A and coin B. Now let's say coin A has a market cap of $10 million, while coin B has a market cap of $100 million. Which coin is more likely to increase 10 times? Well, for coin A to increase 10 times means a $90 million increased market cap, bringing it up to $100 million. So remember, that's a $90 million increase. For coin B to increase 10 times means a $900 million increase to 1 billion. In other words, coin A needs an extra 90 million added to its market cap, while coin B needs an extra 900 million added. So if all else is equal, it's more likely that coin A, the low market cap coin, has a greater chance of increasing 10 times than coin B, which is the higher market cap coin. However, and this point is very important, guys, with a cheap coin, you might have a higher potential for incredible returns, but you also have a much higher risk. The larger market cap coins are much more established and much safer. The low market cap coins are more volatile and can go down just as easily as they can go up. Now we're going to discuss one of our favorite topics, which is portfolio construction. And how does market cap affect it? Well, it's a very simple element of portfolio construction. What you never want to do is give too much money to very high risk coins. Imagine if you took all of your portfolio and you shoved it into one really risky coin. you could potentially lose it all. This kind of decision is very high risk and you most likely want to avoid it. So when you're constructing your portfolio, the best advice we can offer is that higher risk coins should be a smaller percentage overall, while larger and safer coins can be higher percentages. So coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other established coins should represent larger portions of your portfolio than the riskier coins. To remind you guys, the risky coins are the ones with the low market caps. So a low market cap coin should be a small percentage of your portfolio. High market cap coins should be higher percentages. Right, let's move on to the conclusion then, guys. The first point is something we've already laboured, but when you're trying to judge whether a coin is cheap or expensive, forget about the price and start using market cap. The lower the market cap, the higher the reward potentially, but also the higher the risk. Because they result in higher risk, the cheap or low market cap coins should be a smaller percentage of your portfolio than the more established coins. If you want to find these cheap coins, go to coinmarketcap.com, scroll down the list and pay attention to the market cap column and not the price column. If you want opinions on which of these coins might be undervalued, we're the channel for you. We regularly produce these kind of reviews, so if you subscribe, you'll see a lot of content dedicated towards this. Quick disclaimer guys, none of this has been financial advice, and never invest more than you're willing to lose. Finally, just thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell next to it for notifications. If you have any constructive feedback, things that we could improve on, please let us know and we'll try and incorporate them into future videos. If anything in this video has confused you and you want to go back to it, but you want to read rather than listening to my voice again, remember to hit the link in the description to go to our website cryptogurus.com, and also remember a lot of articles are made into videos, so you can see some exclusive content over there too. Other than that, just thank you guys so much for watching and we will speak again very soon.